I'm going to explain you the new chapter, that is The Thief's Story, written by Ruskin Bond. And this chapter is actually from the book The Footprints Without Feet, Class 10. And in this lesson, a beautiful bond between a thief and a writer is displayed, is characterized. A thief's life is transformed completely, changed completely by the nice, genial, and kind behavior of Anil the writer. So, that we are going to understand through this lesson. A 15-year-old boy named Hari Singh. Hari Singh is not his real name, and this boy, who is actually a thief, changes his name continuously so that he could not be detected, discovered, or caught by the police or by the former employer. Sorry. Here, there is a wrestling match going on. The story starts with the narration, and who narrates the story? That is thief, a 15-year-old boy. So he starts off his narration that he met Anil in a wrestling match. They are just witnessing the match going on, and he met him and he just flattered him by saying, "You look like a wrestler." Though Anil was thin, lean, but he just praised him by saying that you look like a wrestler. In response, Anil also said that you too are looking like a wrestler. And the conversation ended. And they started watching the match, the wrestling match. After some time, when the match was over, this boy Hari Singh came to Anil and said that I want to work for you. And in this way, actually, he is searching the clients. Yes. And this time, Anil was his client. So he said that I want to work for you. Anil replied that I don't have money, I can't pay you. So he was disappointed a bit. He thought that I misjudged the person. And then he asked that, can you feed me? Can you give me meal? Anil said, okay, if you know how to cook or if you can cook food for me, I can certainly keep you with me. And then he took him to his home. Anil took Hari to his home and gave him a corner in a balcony. And on that day, when he cooked the food, it was terrible, tasteless. And Anil had to throw that food to the stray dogs. And he said, come on, leave this place. You are of no use. You are good for nothing, fellow. But Hari Singh, he just smiled in an attractive way and did not move. So Anil also responded the same. He also smiled and then said, okay, come on. He just patted on his shoulder and said, come on, I will teach you how to cook. And not only how to cook, but I will also teach you how to read, how to write, how to calculate, everything. Hari was happy that he was going to be educated because he was illiterate. He did not know anything about education. So he was happy that he will be taught there. And he stayed with Anil and he enjoyed the company of Anil. Because Anil was the only person who had trusted him. In his entire life, Hari, the thief, hadn't found anybody to be trustworthy like that, to be reliable like that. He just gave him the key of the house that anytime he can come, anytime he can go, no restrictions were there. And in the morning, what are the certain things or what are the things that he did in the morning, did for Anil? That was just to go to the grocery, purchase the daily needs, objects or products, and he could save 1 rupee from that. Anil knew that he is stealing or he is hiding that 1 rupee, but he said nothing. In this way, his life was going on. As far as Anil is concerned, now let me clarify Anil's life. Who is Anil actually? Anil is a writer. He writes stories and he writes for a publication. and he earns, his source of earning is irregular, fits and starts. There is a word given, fits and starts. Anil made money by fits and starts, means he had irregular way of earning his livelihood. Sometime he had to borrow, sometime he lent money, sometime whenever he had enough money in his pocket, he just went to celebrate it with his friends and all. So he was living a very strange life. Okay. And when the money was ended, he was just hoping for another check to arrive. One day, what happened? Anil came to the house having a bundle of note. Hari saw this bundle, and Hari had not stolen anything except for that 1 rupee which he took while he was going to purchase the grocery. Other than that, he has not stolen anything. So when he saw that bundle of note, he was overjoyed. He was overwhelmed that now he has got an opportunity to just practice his skills. He just wanted to sharpen his skill of stealing. And he saw Anil keeping that money under the mattress. And Anil slept. In the night, he stealthily entered into the room where Anil was sleeping, put her hand under the mattress and took that money out. Correct? So the money, the bundle of note was stolen. And he hurriedly left the house, onto the road, and he was planning to catch the train that was Lucknow Express, which departs at 10:30 in the night. And he thought that he would go and enjoy a happy life for 1 or 2 weeks. And on the way, while he was going to the station, he counted the money. It was 600 rupees in 50 rupees. The total amount was 650 rupees notes. He reached to the station. There the train was just moving. And notice one more thing, that Hari did not purchase the ticket. He directly rushed towards the train, towards the platform, and there he saw the train moving. But God knows what happened to Hari. He did not board the train. He just stood there and he could see that the train is leaving the platform. When the train had gone, he was just alone standing there in that deserted platform. And then he suddenly thought, what should I do now? Where to go? Because he has very few friends in that town. And he didn't want to go to those friends because they might create some problem. Second, he could not go to the hotel nearby the station because they might suspect that how this poor boy can get this expensive hotel and all. So he just walked out of the station, and it was just a chilly night, November month mentioned there in the book. Chilly, it was drizzling a bit. So he was getting wet, and the money that he has put under the pajama, that was also getting wet. He was feeling cold and he had no idea what to do next. In the meantime, he also thought that, oh my God, what a blunder I made. I could have learned reading, writing, calculation. I could have become a clever man, an intelligent man. I could have lived a better life, an educated life. Apart from this stealing, I could have done other jobs, a respectable job. Then he realized and he thought that when Anil would come to know that his money was stolen, he would not feel sorry because he was a careless man. But he would be disappointed. Certainly, he would be disappointed because his trust was broken. He had trusted this fellow, Hari Singh, very much, and his trust was broken. Finally, he sat there on a bench in the Maidan, and then it was midnight, 12 o'clock, and now finally he realized that he would go to the home, to Anil's home. He reached there and put that money, the bundle, which was wet completely. He put that money under the mattress, slept. The next morning, when he woke up, he saw Anil standing there with a cup of tea. And he offered him the tea as well as a 50 rupee note and said that I will pay you regularly, and now I will start teaching you how to write sentences. When he touched the note, Hari Singh, when he touched the note, he realized that the notes are wet. Okay? And he thought that he might have been discovered, he might have been caught. But Anil did not show any reaction. Neither his lips nor his expression revealed that he had come to know that his money was stolen the previous night. So in this way, my dear children, the chapter is complete, and in this chapter you have seen that how the love, care, trust showered to a person, and how the life of a person can be changed, even of a thief, a professional thief. So education, love and care can transform one's life completely. In this way, the chapter is complete, and I request you to just share this video with your friends. And one more thing, I request you that you please subscribe the channel. Thank you and God bless.